Good afternoon. Everybody having a good time? Okay, table over there is having a great time. Table over here is having a good time. The rest of you are having an okay time, I take it? I was talking to someone earlier about Saturday was 50, Sunday was 80. Yesterday wasn't so bad. Today, back to being 50. Welcome to Lansing. And welcome to the annual awards luncheon at the 13th Annual Michigan Conference on Affordable Housing. We have a couple of housekeeping things we need to touch on before we get started. For some of you, this is probably the most important thing. If you are parked in the employee lot, which is located next to the loading dock, as soon as lunch is over, run, don't walk, and move your car. Otherwise, they're going to be ticketing cars. There's a couple of changes in the conference schedule. There's a session at 1:45, a talk with the homeless, and Reverend Dr. Wendell Anthony of the Detroit NAACP is now going to be part of that session. A 3:30 session, Challenges of Serving Sex Offenders, has been canceled. And we have added a session at 3:30 in Lansing Center Meeting Room 205 to please join with MISHTA's Community Development Division and Southeast Michigan Development Division and learn about MISHTA's new staff reassignments and meet your new CD specialists. Teresa Swatala, if I said that right, hopefully. If you're in the room, you have won a drawing with the Resource Opportunity Fund, and please stop there in the exhibit hall before you leave. Anisha Freeman will be speaking at breakfast tomorrow. I know there's several parties tonight, and tomorrow morning it'll be bright and early. But Anisha is a wonderful speaker. Some of you have heard her at past conferences and sessions. We've asked her to come and kick off breakfast tomorrow. So please make a point of coming in tomorrow morning. We will have breakfast and we will have coffee. Last, the 13th Annual Michigan Conference on Affordable Housing next year will become the, I guess it's sort of 14th annual, the Building Michigan Communities Conference. We have, Planning Committee has decided to change the name. There's a postcard on the tables that gives you the dates. It says April 22nd through 25th. That should say 2012, not 2011. Thank you, George Borkstrom, who caught that. Yes, we're not having a conference in 2 weeks. Well, we're honored to have all of you here today. And we're honored to have all the awardees here today. But the first thing we need to do is recognize the generous sponsor of today's luncheon, and that would be PNC. And so at this point, I'd like to ask Michael Taylor, the Senior Vice President, to come up and share a few words. Michael?
Thank you, Jess, and thank you, everyone. And good afternoon. As the lead sponsor of the 13th Annual Michigan Conference of Affordable Housing, PNC would like to welcome you to the conference and the awards luncheon. As I look around the room, without question, it is one of the most ambitious and certainly the most inspired conference of its kind taking place in the Midwest and throughout the nation. And I think you all agree that the Conference Planning Committee have put together, once again, an outstanding conference, from addressing topics like asset building for families and individuals, creating and preserving multifamily housing, ending homelessness, home ownership, and organizational development. And it's fascinating to see how this conference has grown to this level over the past many years, and PNC has been proud to be a sponsor of these conferences during these years. And though our name has changed and some of the processes could feel different, the one thing that will not change is our dedication to supporting the Michigan community. That history will continue to be written in the days, weeks, months, and years to come. We will continue to be your partner and your friend. And we have a great group of people who some of you are familiar with to address the needs of the community. We have a variety of mortgage products. Through our philanthropic activities, we provide grants for home buyers clubs, and in selected cities like Detroit, we provide down payment and closing cost assistance. We have Vanessa Nazario here. Vanessa, if you could stand, please. Good. We're very involved in the utilization of various tax credits to revitalize communities, from low income to new markets, historic tax credits. And I know from our tax credit group, we have Peter Kaplan somewhere. All right, good, thanks, Peter, good. And we have specialty lenders involved in affordable housing, commercial development, and small business lending. And many of you know Renee Kent and Jason Paulatier. If I could have you wave or stand up, Renee and Jason. And our outreach specialists like Bill Colin and Kathy Moore, who lead our efforts in providing financial education, foreclosure prevention, and asset building programs like our school bank program and IDA accounts. Bill Colin and Kathy Moore. So please stop by our booth and learn more about the products and services that we offer. PNC knows that building strong communities is an integral part of doing business successfully. And from everyone at PNC, we congratulate the illustrious award recipients. We thank our partners, many who are here today, who have helped us achieve our mutual goal of making our communities a better place to live and do business. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you, Mike. At this time, the CED Advocate of the Year and the Innovator of the Year awards are being presented by CEDM, and on CEDM's behalf, the Board President, Mark Craig.
Sorry, I have to hold it up a little close here, even with my glasses on. As Jess mentioned, I'm Mark Craig, and I'm chairman of the board of CEDM, the Community Economic Development Association of Michigan. CEDM represents hundreds of nonprofit community development corporations, individuals, and organizations across Michigan who share an interest in community-based economic development and building strong communities. It's been a very busy year at CEDM. As the unified voice of our membership, CEDM advocates for policies that support our members and their efforts. Lately, we've been hard at work to ensure that the legislature is aware of how tax credits and incentives, foreclosure policies, housing counseling, and other items are vital to many of our members. CEDM members effectively utilize historic, brownfield, earned income tax, and new market and low-income housing tax credits to create developments, assist in revitalizing communities, and rebuilding neighborhoods. It is our hope that you will join us in educating your legislators on issues that are important to you. To that point, if you have not yet, I encourage you to submit a project for the Legislative Building Communities, or LBC, initiative. CEDM, in partnership with the Michigan Habitat and Living in Michigan Coalition, are inviting legislators to volunteer this summer for 4 hours on a community development project in their district. This is a great opportunity for you to get to know your legislators and educate them on your efforts and needs. So if you have not yet submitted a project, please try to do so. CEDM members do a variety of incredible things to make Michigan a better place. While all of our members do amazing work, each year a few stand out. I am pleased to present both the CED Advocate of the Year and the Innovator of the Year award for 2011. The 2011 CED Advocate of the Year Award is given to the organization or person who has done the most to advocate or to advance the impact of community economic development in Michigan. This year's award is presented to Bonnie Hildreth. Bonnie, do you want to come up? Executive Director of the Barry Community Foundation. Now I'm going to take a couple of minutes to tell you about Bonnie. This is pretty incredible, I think. Bonnie currently serves as an active member of the Michigan Rural Network, MRN. The network links individuals and organizations in rural communities to develop a unified voice around common concerns, share resources and expertise, and promote a rural policy agenda that benefits all of Michigan. Bonnie has been an instrumental member of MRN's coordinating partners since 2008, leads MRN's efforts to develop a working group focused on rural philanthropy, and is integrally involved in economic development planning efforts related specifically to rural communities in the state. She has also helped lead a series of town hall discussions on rural economic development through the America Speaks program in 2009. Bonnie's community leadership roles have included service through the Barry Community Resource Network, Hastings City Planning Commission, currently Pennock Hospital board member, Barry County, Michigan State University Cooperative Education Advisory Council, and Hometown Partnership Chair. Wait, there's more. Bonnie is the founding president of the Barry Community Foundation. The initial investment of $350,000 has grown 52 times to $18 million under her leadership. Bonnie served as the first paid staffer of the BCF Youth Advisory Council, a component fund that was created through a challenge by the Kellogg Foundation in cooperation with the Council with the Council of Michigan Foundations. The Barry County Youth Advisory Council Fund has more than $1 million in assets to support youth leadership, community service learning, grant making, and fund development to ensure that new generations of philanthropists are created for the state of Michigan. She holds a certificate as a certified fundraising manager from Indiana University, Purdue University Center on Philanthropy, and is a certified hometown competitiveness trainer. In 1993, Bonnie was elected the first woman president of the Michigan Junior Chamber of Commerce. Receiving many awards from community service, one she holds dear was being recognized by her peers as one of the 5 outstanding young Michiganders for all of her community service. She is a life member of the JCs. Just incredible. CEDM's board of directors and staff, on behalf of our members and partners, thank Bonnie Hildreth for her commitment to community economic development and working to improve rural communities across the state of Michigan. Bonnie? You want to say a few words?
Sure. Well, first of all, I have to say, he makes me sound darn good. That is amazing to listen to someone else talk about you, and very humbling at the same time. My father told me, First of all, to curl your toes and then you won't cry. Secondly, he told me to search out something that I love to do, and I would never work a day in my life. And I'm pleased to say that I don't work when I go in to be with the people at the Barry Community Foundation and what we do in Barry County. And you may have never heard of Barry County, but Barry County is Central Park of Southwest Michigan. It is the most beautiful county that anyone could ever want to live in. And if you want to see some incredible partners and people that really care about each other, this doesn't belong to me. It belongs to all of those people that partner together. Thank you.
Now for the Innovator of the Year. The Innovator of the Year award is presented annually to recognize a CEDM member who is engaged in creative new programming, has been involved in an exciting new development, or has generally proven to be a leader in advancing new policies, strategies, or best practices in community economic development. This year, CEDAM is pleased to honor Lighthouse Community Development, a subsidiary of Lighthouse of Oakland County. Lighthouse Community Development, LCD, is being recognized for their unwavering commitment to providing foreclosure intervention counseling to homeowners facing foreclosure. As a HUD-certified counseling agency, MISHDA certified counseling agency, and